it's Trisha with Canvas Creations. Happy Valentine's Day. I am going to teach you how to paint this fun lovebird canvas with the moon in the background. So you should have on your plate of paint, dump your paints out, you have black, white, and a little bit of a shimmer color. And that's it. That's really all we're going to need. You also have your two brushes. You have a bigger one. I know yours is a sponge brush, but it's all the same, and a smaller one. And then also have handy a business card of some sort. I don't really care. I'm using one of my own, but feel free to grab something with a cardboard edge. And then of course have your paper towel and cup of water when we need to rinse. All right, so to start out, I'm gonna grab some white on my brush and I'm just gonna paint the whole canvas white. Really, no rhyme or reason, just paint the whole thing white. Doesn't have to be perfect, and I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I promise it is there. All right, same brush, grab some of that black, and we're gonna go through and just randomly put some black on there. And then you're gonna go all the way top to bottom, edge to edge, and blend that in so it's nice and streaky like a cloudy evening night sky. Grab more paint as you need. You do want it to be darker rather than lighter because we want that tree and the moon to really pop. The easel sticking out. So I never paint with easels, just so you guys know. Feel privileged to be watching me use an easel because it is way out of my comfort zone. Now, if you're doing this as a couples painting, feel free to alternate the jobs of who's doing what. One of you could do the black, one of you could do the white, or you do half and half. Totally up to you. There's lots of different ways you can incorporate this into a fun date night. Jeez, I could use a partner. This is taking forever. All right, oh, I need a little bit more white paint. It's starting to dry up over here. So the white helps it blend and also gives you that gray color. Otherwise it would just be black. Okay, I never use an easel. Never, ever, ever. It's a struggle. All right. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker. It's a little too light for my likings. Okay, that's better. Now, on the side that is gonna be your moon, you're gonna grab, same brush, a little bit of that shimmer paint, and we're just gonna kind of highlight that area just a little bit, okay? So you'll go back and blend it in. But it just gives that side a little bit of warmth. And looks like the moon is really glowing. So add as much or as little as you want. It's totally up to you. We're gonna put a little bit of that in the moon too. So save just a tad. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. All right, now for the moon. You don't have to clean your brush because that'll help it kind of not be white, but you're gonna grab some of that white paint and of course you're gonna paint a circle. So if one of you is really good at circles, you can be the moon drawer, and then the other one can fill it in. So you just kind of make it as big as you want. It's up to you, it's your moon. And then what I do to give it the texture is I just kind of sponge my brush all around to kind of give it that moon, you know, that not perfect texture. And then you can grab a little bit of that shimmer paint, put a little bit of that in there too. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's a moon. Moons are never always a perfect round full moon, right? They're always different. So it can be whatever it is, whenever you're happy with it, call it quits. Now, this has to dry for just a little bit. So while this is drying, go ahead and clean off your brush the best you can. I know sponge brushes are a little hard to dry, but do the best you can, and then we'll come back and finish this canvas. All right, hopefully your canvas is dry to the touch, and you got your brush as dry as possible too. So now that we're back, we're going to grab some of that white paint, and we're just gonna make a thick section of white down one side of the canvas. So whoever wants to do that job, it's all on you. I would have it go over the moon just a little bit, especially because mine is not perfect, but like I told you, that's okay. A big section, about like that. I am out of white paint though. All right, and then you'll fill that in. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Again, this is gonna be a tree, and nature is not perfect. Just like the moon, it's always different. So don't stress about that. Alright, and then once you have that, add 2 little branches off on each side, wherever. So this one I like to be so the birds can be in the moon, so it just kind of comes up and over. So there's one branch, and then I'll do another branch maybe up here. Alright, so we got those 2. And you're gonna put that big brush in the cup of water. We're done with it. All right, now you got that business card or something, right? Because we're gonna need it. So go ahead and grab it. And this is really fun. I always was so nervous about birch trees until I learned this trick. So if you have a plate of paint, you're in better luck. I don't know why I poured that on here. There we go, we'll put it right here. All right, so you're gonna dip the business card in the black paint, okay? Doesn't really matter how much or little is on there. Business card, black paint. All right, watch this cool trick. Then you're gonna hold it right to the edge of your tree line, and you're just gonna smear it until the paint stops. And you're gonna do that all the way up the tree, grabbing more paint as you need it. And you'll do it all the way up the tree on both sides. Come on, work with me here. We're gonna talk about these branches in a minute, so don't fret. You're just gonna go all the way up the tree. And then you'll do the same thing on the other side. So remember, you line it up and just smear. Line it up, smear. And it's okay if it doesn't go all the way across. It's okay if it's wonky. Remember, none of that matters. Got a little texture in my moon right there. From my moon, I should say. Wow, I think that looks amazing. All right. And then when you're done with your business, well, actually, you know what? We'll do these little trees too. So you're gonna go right along the edge of the little trees very carefully because they are smaller. Look, I even use my quiet voice. Come on, Trisha. I'm just gonna do the bottom though. I know it's hard on these curves. Oop, too much. That's all right, we'll put a bird there. All right, how do I fix this? Let's see. I'll just make it part of the tree. Okay, all right. When you're done with your lines, just set your business card, whatever, wherever, it doesn't matter. And then grab that little brush, and then you can designate this job to one of you because this is detail work. So what we're gonna do, this one kind of already looks like it, but we want to make this look like it's it's on top, it's coming out. So I'm just gonna kind of come through and add a few extra lines through here to make it look like it all kind of comes together as one and it's not separate. Actually, it looks like I'm pulling the paint off instead because it's so wet. That's all right. So, let's see. I'm just kind of coming through here with the black paint and going up that whole side there to make it look like it's different, kind of sticks out. And we're going to do the same thing on this branch. So you're going to come down here. Just little strokes, little tick marks. Just on the curve of that tree. And then you can kind of spread them out if you need to so it doesn't look as thoughtfully placed. I'm going to do a few up here just because I messed up my branch. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of white to put in between, just so it's not so dark in there. I'm just using a business card to kind of help smooth it out for my little mishap. Ah, perfect. All right. So there's our tree with the birch lines. I think they look amazing. All right, for these birds, go ahead and clean off your little brush. Clean and dry. All right, we're gonna make some birds. Love birds, if you will. All right, grab that black paint. And your birds are simple, 2 circles and 2 ovals to make 2 birds. So we'll start out with one. So we're gonna do a circle for his head. And then an oval for his body. And then go ahead and fill that in. And then you can do some little tail feathers down at the bottom. You know, he's got to be an attractive little bird. All right, I might have got a little carried away there. All right, and then you're gonna do your other bird, and depending on how close you get them will depend on if they need beaks or not. My original did not because they're literally touching, so I might do that again. All right, so then you're gonna do your other head. And your other oval. And then go ahead and fill those in. And you can always come back and do the second coat if you feel like you need to. I don't think my moon was all the way dry, so I definitely need to. And she's gonna have some pretty tail feathers too. All right, and voila. You have 2 birds looking at the moon on a branch. So they can be closer. Like these ones were much closer. I don't know. Every time I paint, it's a little different. So these guys are touching everywhere. These guys are like, I don't know if I like you or not today. That's how we feel in marriage, right? All right. Now, once you guys have that done, yeah, and feel free to do each bird, one person each bird. That kind of gives it that uniqueness too. We have to sign our names at the end because you have to sign who did the beautiful piece of artwork. So feel free to each of you sign your name down at the bottom. Just me doing this one, so I'm just a TG. But that is that. I hope you guys enjoyed painting. Hopefully I'll see you in the studio soon. Thank you for all of your support. I do appreciate it, and have a happy Valentine's Day. Bye.